Most helmet reviews won't tell you this, but the best helmet can actually be the wrong one for how you ride. If you commute, cruise, or just ride for real life, not the track, you've probably bought gear that looked good on paper and annoyed you every day. In this video, I'm breaking that cycle. No hype, no specs you'll forget, just 5 helmets that actually make sense in 2026, based on daily use, comfort, and the trade-offs nobody mentions. I'll tell you what works, what doesn't, and who each helmet is really for, so you don't waste money or end up with something you hate wearing. Number 5. CYRIL Motorcycle Helmet Full Face. So I've been using this helmet for a bit, and honestly, it feels like that one jacket you keep year-round because it somehow works in every season. Day to day, the biggest win is how adaptable it is. Morning ride with harsh sun, flip down the inner sunglasses. Cold or windy, pop on the chin guard and outer visor. Hot afternoon traffic, strip it back and let the air in. I really liked not having to carry or own multiple helmets depending on the weather. What I didn't love is that with all the removable parts, it can feel a bit busy. More pieces means more things to adjust or potentially loosen over time. This helmet makes sense if you commute, ride casually, or just want one helmet that does it all. If you ride fast, long highway stretches, or track days, I'd probably look at a dedicated full face instead. Number 4. Vintage 500TX Open Face. Some days, riding isn't about the destination. It's just about getting out of the house without turning it into a whole production. I wanted something simple, something I wouldn't hesitate to grab for a short ride or a quick errand. That's where this open face helmet slipped into my routine. It's light, easy, and doesn't feel like I'm strapping on armor just to ride down the street. I like how it feels balanced on my head, and on warmer days, it actually stays comfortable instead of trapping heat. Plus, it fits the bike's look without trying too hard. The trade-off is obvious once you open the throttle. More wind, more noise. It reminds you what kind of helmet it is. If most of your riding is relaxed around town and you care about comfort and style, this one makes sense. For fast highways or aggressive riding, I'd keep looking. Number 3. UCHOOSE Double Lens Helmet. Ever get tired of taking your helmet off every time you stop for 5 seconds? That's the question this flip-up helmet quietly answers over time. In daily riding, commuting, fuel stops, traffic lights, it becomes obvious why the design exists. You flip the front up, talk, breathe, sip water, then drop it back down and ride on. The built-in sun visor is another thing you don't notice at first, until you ride into bright light and don't have to think about it. What I appreciate most is how practical it feels. It's comfortable enough for regular use and doesn't demand extra effort from you. The downside is the weight. You feel it more than an open face helmet, especially on longer rides. This helmet is a good fit for commuters and everyday riders who value convenience. If you're chasing ultralight gear or ride aggressively at high speeds, it's probably not your helmet. Number 2. ORZ Motorcycle Helmet Vintage. I don't think this helmet is for everyone, and that's actually why I respect it. After riding with it for a while, it became clear what it's trying to be. Flexible, practical, and comfortable for everyday use, not a hardcore performance helmet. The airflow is the first thing you notice. With vents in the front, sides, and back, it handles warm rides better than most heavier helmets I've used. Being able to remove the front mouth and run it more open also changes the feel completely on slower, relaxed rides. That said, you pay for that versatility. At around 1.6 kilograms, it's not light, and you feel it on longer rides. And once you switch to half helmet mode, protection obviously drops. If you ride casually, cruise, or commute and want one helmet that adapts to different days, this makes sense. If you ride fast or value maximum protection above all else, I'd skip it. Number 1. CYRIL MODULAR 3/4 Helmet. Most of my riding happens in ordinary moments, heading to work, running errands, sitting at lights with the sun cutting across the road. This helmet fits that routine well. The inner visor gets used constantly, especially when light shifts without warning. The flip-up front makes quick stops easier, and I don't feel rushed to take the helmet off every time. Being able to remove and wash the padding is something you appreciate after weeks of daily use. What it does best is adapt. One setup works for changing conditions without planning ahead. What holds it back is mass. On longer rides, the weight reminds you it's a modular helmet. The extra mechanisms are the trade-off. This is a solid choice for commuters and practical riders. If you care most about minimal weight or ride aggressively, it's probably not the right match. All right, that's it. Hopefully this helped you narrow things down a bit and save some time. Helmets are personal, and what works for one rider can be annoying for another, so take what fits your riding style and ignore the rest. If you want to look closer at any of the helmets I talked about, I left the links below so you can check prices, sizes, and details at your own pace. No rush. And if this was useful, stick around. More real-world riding stuff coming. Ride safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.